plan the next 2 weeks from Gravity. And my distraction is that I was in a call with Sem because we are working a hackathon, and yeah, we just ended that, and now I'm getting into this chip. So, um, yeah, that's my check-in, and I'll pass to Libby.
My intentions is to, update, understand how it's going to be this work in Denver in the middle of the sprint, and no distractions. And I'll pass to Zapti.
Thanks, Libby. Yeah, my biggest intention is like have my mind clear. What's the plan for the next 2 weeks? And yeah, I do not have any distraction right now. My computer was working weird some seconds ago, but now it's fine. I'll pass it to Quantum.
Yes, my intentions are to see, listen, what will be the plan for the next weeks, and distraction. I don't know. It's this Griff mentioned that Ethereum and Bitcoin are on the tear, and I think it's heavily manipulated by the whales. So it's distraction, because when I got into crypto, I thought, oh, this is good, but now I see it's some very bad things going on. So I'm getting distracted by that. Thanks.
Sorry about that, Quantum. What about you, Mitch? Intentions, distractions?
Sorry, my mute button was being fickle. Intentions for the call, see what's going on, and if there's any issues I need to pick up or assign myself to. Distractions will be eventually lunch, but that'll be later. And am I the last one, or Livy, have you gone?
I think you're the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then let's just dive into it. I'll put on some music. First thing to do is to get your issues ready. If someone has their issues ready, I'm willing to just start when someone has their issues ready, and then we can just go through. I think we can be done with this call in an hour for sure. So, yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready? Well, then let's just get started. Here, I'll put some fun music in the background. Okay, so then let's check what you got. So where would you like to start?
Actually, okay, yeah, we need to do some updating, some documentation. I was just chatting with I mean, she's sleeping, but if she could take care of updating the Git book and auditing the credentials, like we are on February now, and then this multi-sig document is already created. Now it's only needed. I add an update that only needs to get updated when other working groups apply on conviction voting.
So should we close it, or do we want to have it as a regular update check?
Yeah, probably the second one.
Let's maybe make it per sprint.
Yeah.
Or per month. Yeah. Especially right now.
Yeah, I feel like right now it's going to be monitored more often, but then in the future, not so much.
Cool. Changing it to maintain. It'd be cool to see the link in the issue too.
Oh,
if
yeah.
Have it.
Okay, I'll put it on the update. Yeah, then
Yeah, you can do it.
then we also need to do the analytics coordination. Like we plan to use this next, actually this whole sprint for the like to get June ready. So first week is going to be, get like a polished version, and then use feedback, and then the second week integrate all the feedback from the community on the dashboard, and the job is done.
Cool. That sounds fun. The
Yeah.
dashboard looks great
Yeah,
too.
I'm very excited for that one. Yeah, that's something like we really need to do. Like, get the start to create bounties, especially like for the points of the audit. But we need to do it, and we need to do it with Ivy, like getting a call together and see what we need from contributors.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, that's something like we really need to do. But maybe tag Ivy if she can take care of it. I mean, probably we should do it together. But yeah, I know like the stewards really wants we get a roadmap ASAP.
Huh. My
Oh.
try that again.
Then there is another issue that Ratio is taking on, but I think he's not in SunHub. Ivy was trying to put him in, but I don't know if he's in. I think it's probably on new issues. He's making. Oh, wait.
Maybe it's not labeled with transparency. Here. What's it called?
No, it should be labeled transparency. It's it's actually transparency around payments. Like what he's doing is he's creating a spreadsheet, and he's the one who is going to tell people to fill it up, whatever the contributes are. But yeah, let me open, and I can tell you the number. Just 1 second. Oh wait, I just closed it because he did the document.
Oh, making a phone post for payments?
Yeah.
So it's closed already?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're going to make, like, instead of making a forum post, like we're going to do is monthly we're going to show, like, the budgeting for every month on that forum thread. So after 3 months, this, if it should, like, all the information for this proposal should be on that forum thread.
Make updates on the forum threads of proposals?
No, but just for transparency, like I feel that's the autonomy of every working group, how they wanna take care of it.
Oh, cool. Make payment updates on the forum thread of the
on the transparency proposal. Like we use that proposal for gardens, and then just make comments there every month.
Make payment updates on the transparency.
And Ratio made a I can put the link after the call. But Ratio made a spreadsheet with all the transparency contributors. So the only thing
Nice.
like contributors need to do is just fill this. Whenever they contribute for transparency, they just fill out this spreadsheet.
So is this something that needs to happen this sprint?
I mean, the document is already done. Now it's just coordinate with the people.
Cool. So, but the making payments, like, are you making payments right out the gate?
No, monthly. So we don't.
Monthly. So,
Yeah.
so you don't have to do anything for January, right?
No.
So we'll just put this in repeating because it's kind of for next sprint.
And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. I see continue research on Dow Treasury Management.
I think that can be close if Mitch agrees. Like that was when we were, doing all the agave stuff. Maybe that can be also moved to laser tag. Or I don't know.
I think that was like before laser tag, everything, and like we decided that we weren't gonna make that part of laser tag to like look up and like propose initiatives for treasury management.
Maybe we'll throw it in Icebox then. It's like something that needs to happen, but not this month or next. Transparency survey.
Yeah, that's also kind of in the icebox. I know Ivy wants to push it, but and it's probably not going to be a survey. It's going to be more like a forum post. And
then what's this best practices of the advice process?
yeah, that's also something that a forum post like guidelines on how to use advice process, but it's also there for a very long time.
But we have that already, I think. No, is different than the thing that is in the forum post of the polycentric governance.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Hey, Grave.
Hey, sorry. Discord just shut me off. I'm getting censored. Been getting censored all day, man. I made a tweet. Twitter like hit it.
Actually, Libby provides some. Meanwhile, you were disconnected. Provides some updates, and actually, this advice process issue, it's already done with the decentric governance.
Okay, so it's closed.
Yeah.
Nice. So I moved the events to TEC calendar over.
Mm-hmm.
Make payment updates on transparency proposal, record orientation weekly call. This is an interesting issue. I guess this is TAMS.
Yeah.
CS videos as end screens on the TEC YouTube channel.
Sometimes like we add when common stacks says like we need to put some videos on our community call at the end of the video. It's just for traffic.
Cool. Implement form updates. Cool. Well, that's it. That's it for transparency.
Yay!
Anyone else want to go next?
I can go next.
Okay. Gravity.
Yeah. So, yeah, we posted the funding proposal in the gardens.
Nice.
I see that the support for the stewards proposal is almost reached. So I think like next week or in 2 weeks maybe we'll accrue the conviction needed for the proposal to pass. And, yeah, I'm excited about that. Um, Also, we are working on unbreakable bows for the Road to DevCon hackathon with SEM. This is something that can be used for Gravity in a further development. That is the capacity to first arbitrate and use some toolings of Celeste, and also to have like agreements and some kind of collateral within those agreements. So that's cool. Um, the gravity selection process for role applications. I updated in a forum post like the roles and activities that we will be having. But today I had a call with Libby that I think that it's really important and is to have one-on-ones with the people that actually got elected to hear from them what will be the success that they see from their activities. So yeah, I think this will be interesting. Also, because I am looking for delegation in Gravity. I think like new people is committing to activities, but we also need to see what are their disposition, their willingness, their motivation. Um, I think that that will be really cool if we can have people doing what they feel most comfortable, and actually also for me to create Gravity as an organization and not so much like me being in the center. I also think that this sprint we can set up the workspace for Gravity. Like it is created, but we need to have like a meeting with all the people so that all the people that will be participating has their profiles updated and their wallets linked so that we can actually
Wh-
distribute the bounty.
Which issue is this?
1176, setting up the workspace for Gravity.
Ah,
And this is something that we will be working with Septi, because Septi will be the treasury manager of Gravity, and I feel really cool with that. Um, Also, I have been doing some Giveth outreach, and I have been syncing with Forrest and Benz that will be leading those efforts there. And we have a conflict facilitators meet DAO event from Gitcoin. I think Livy and I are going to participate, and it's going to be the 8th of February. Um, Yeah, I think also this thing of regain momentum in working group coordination calls can be related to actually we have to coordinate inside of Gravity which will be the schedules of the calls and the activities that we will be having. We have been talking about having 3 calls a week, one for a practice group, one for coordination, and one for either book club or role plays. So we have to like um, get aligned on how are we going to coordinate on that. Um, um, I think this one that says ask gravitons if they want to appear in the sidebar of the server is something that is very related to the one-on-ones that I will be having. So this can be added to this sprint battle backlog. And yeah, I think that those can be the main things for this sprint. The long-term gravity roadmap, we have like a draft. But what I think that would be really cool is to actually make that draft into an infographic or a more polished version so that we can actually inform all the people what is the way that we will want to work this year.
Okay,
But
cool.
you can open that draft if you want to. It's like a 1 year roadmap, and it's divided by quarters. So we will have like um, phase one and phase two. Phase one will be the first semester, and we will have trainings, practice sessions, and one graviton training. And in phase two, we hope to have also practice sessions and the graviton training. And phase three will be the start of 2023, and it will be really cool to be able to talk about becoming a self running service DAO, maybe even creating our own gardens, creating our own token, all those things. But we hope to have those conversations at the start of 2023. So this first year is like consolidation of the project. Wh- why were you scratching, Griff? What do you think about this?
I love it. Grab token, June 2023. It's happening. I can't wait to see Gravity DAO become a commons. You know,
Thank
so
you.
and I'm a little distracted because there are people putting up beautiful people putting up bananas in my like right next to me. So Costa Rica.
Thank you. I think that could be like my sprint planning.
Yeah, it looks like a lot. It looks like a lot of good stuff here. I also see this conflict facilitators meet DAOs event. Olivia, you throw the
It's the same thing that Honko was saying on the February 8th. I just put there too because I'm also attending.
perfect. Perfect. Well, cool. Who's next?
I can go next.
Can I go
Okay.
next?
You
All
guys
right,
got to.
you can go.
Thank you. Sorry, I popped in late. Um, so Communitas. I opened a few issues. The first one was about the FAQ. If you go for FAQ, I think it is labeled. There you go. And I temporarily assigned to Gideon, and it's something that it's supposedly for next sprint. And the idea is that we have a community. There's a document where we have a community FAQ, which will serve to update the Git book because
Well done.
The FAQ of Git book is outdated, and it needs to be updated ASAP because FAQ on our Git book just it still talks about the hatch, and then also works for the guide since we're getting the same questions over and over. Um, then we need to do that. So he proposed here that we will have after the questions of the community, we will have working groups FAQ, which is a very interesting idea of, for example, if you are in Gravity, which are the FAQs of which are the FAQs working groups? What is the frequent asked question? Like when is the next Graviton curse, for example, you know? So we will have these working groups FAQs. But in the meantime, we are going to work on the first questions for the FAQ, and from that moment on, we will develop the other ones. So that's temporarily assigned to Gideon, and I think Coms could be interested in this for Twitter, for example, because this could be the same answers you could use for Twitter and for other stuff that people ask in other platforms. That is on that end. And then if you go to the issue called agreement, I think I label it agreement is the name of the issue. There you go. So this is we thought about the funding proposals we submit, and then the idea is how do we keep track of this stuff. So we proposed this agreement is here linked, and this agreement is for the contributors of the working group. So basically, it's very simple. It's very simple to keep track of the Ethereum address, the peoples, and the time covered of your contributions in the working group. And in this case, on this one, we put in the roles that are predefined by the funding proposal. And the idea is that people will fill this with the role and with this very small stuff. And the idea is to have this give some kind of no liability, but some kind of commitment from the contributors from the working group. So that's the idea. I don't know if other working groups have anything like this. I would like to have feedback if they have, and I don't know if you have any thoughts about this.
Does anyone else? Does any other working groups have anything similar to this? I know the stewards do, obviously, but anybody else is a commitment for contributors?
Yeah, I was maybe thinking of on doing something like that in Gravity, but that should come like from the one-on-ones with the people.
What?
Yeah, my feedback when Juan suggested that Gravity would have written agreements right now was that I feel like for the stewards working group, it has a clear purpose. So the written agreements are there to facilitate offboarding. So it's one process to facilitate the other. But I don't know if I see. I feel like people might be resistant to do something that doesn't have necessarily a. Like I feel like people's presence is a natural agreement,
Yeah.
and maybe there's something there. I don't know. It's just what I
Yeah.
think.
The thing with we have certain roles, for example, the community building role and the guide role, and they need consistency, and we need consistency from them. So the idea is to sort of, in exchange for consistency, we can also provide certain guarantee on paper that there will be certain work or whatever for them. But because the role demands certain commitment to time. Because yeah, because it's not a presence. Like if a guy is not present, then a lot of people get lost. So that's the kind of thought behind it. I think that makes sense, Livia. If you're talking, Livy, you are muted.
Oh, did you ask me if that makes sense?
Yes. Sorry.
Um, yeah, yeah. I think as long as people already feel engaged and they are part of the proposal, like if they're part of the proposal, I feel like this is already some type of commitment. But I think you should make that call for sure. That was just my thoughts.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at the document and provide feedback on the document, it will be really appreciated. Because we need perspective all the time.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you. Then the next one is the one that we can close is the Calendly for orientation. That one. That is created and it's finished, so it's just a matter of putting it in live. And so that one's done. What else do we have there? The other ones, recurring ones, how to submit a proposal to the TEC. That one, community relationships. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. This was created by Tam, and I don't know the context of this one, so I have no clue about how to proceed with this one.
Well, I imagine that there is some there's the proposal template. So
Yeah.
they need to get TEC tokens. How many do they need? Proposal template, CV settings. What is the likelihood that it'll pass? It's some piece of content
Right.
for that. I don't know if that has to happen this sprint, but
I mean, it could be useful. It could be useful mainly because of the nature of we have a garden, so people will, submit. So, and this happens to us a lot. Like for example, I didn't know you need to have 200 TEC. If you have all your TEC in one proposal, then you cannot propose something. And that's something like neither Tam do I knew, and we had to buy TEC in order to then submit, all this stuff. And this is very simple, but for some people who doesn't know this, when they're gonna
Yeah.
submit, it is.
And even if you have, you can, it's more about if all of your TEC is locked, you need to have liquid TEC.
Yeah,
So
correct.
if you're voting, that doesn't stop your tokens from being used for a deposit. But if your tokens are not unlocked because they're still frozen, then
Yeah, exactly. So that's something. I will put it for next sprint. Then community relationships, reach out to proposals and advice. I think this one, Libby, do you have any update on this?
Communities relation, reach out to the well, I only reached out to the ones I told you, to Angela, Shabnan, and YGG. So yeah, Angela already posted, and then Shabnan, she said there are still things that they are figuring out at Omega, and YGG also felt like he needed more advice process with the proposal inverter group. He said probably one more iteration and then we'll be good.
Do you know how many other proposals are in advice process and needed that from the past? Like I think there's like 5 or 6 that we can reach out back, or at least get a status report from them to see if they are still interested. I can do it. I'm just like cross-checking with you if you have.
Oh, I mean from back in the day.
Yeah, like there is a bunch of people there um had submitted proposals on the forum, and they were like, way
I
back
see.
maybe. So I
Yeah,
think,
that would be good to reach out to them. I haven't to those ones.
okay, then I will take you can write on the issue. I will take on the rest of the proposals to just send them a ping to know if they are interested in proposing, at least to the legacy ones, the ones that were the first ones, and or not the first one, but the ones who were always on top of us, checking with us. All right. Besides that,
preparations for deluge of newcomers to the Discord. Can we close this?
yes, we can close this out.
Yeah. Success.
And then, yeah, that one is related to the other one. So that's for next sprint. Medium, that one's not to me. Podcast, we are still trying to figure it out for next sprint. And yeah, that's it. I think the rest, graphic content for user journey, that needs to be updated this next week. So there's still no updates on that. That's all.
Wait, so is this something that will make progress this sprint?
Yeah, we need to make progress with this. So yeah.
Okay, so I will just rename this make progress on. Oops.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's not yours. What is this? This is really a comms issue, right? I think it's just
Yeah.
mislabeled.
We can open a new issue, and Durgaras is here for the storytelling workshops, narrative workshop that we talk on the retrospective. So I would like to take that on with Durgaras if that's possible. But yeah, I will.
Which one is that?
Oh no! I will open an issue or
Okay.
for that to be tackled, I think.
Nice. And then there's these a few bots issues from Vive.
Yeah, and these ones were supposed to be delivered this week or the next one, so they are being hold until reward system thing gets off his way.
Okay, so these are not actually ready to move forward then.
They will be for next sprint, hopefully.
Okay.
And then there is also the maybe this falls into comms, but just not forget it, the One Hive TV video about the TEC, just to distribute it or whatever you want to do with that video. That needs to be added. That's it.
I'll just throw that on here.
Could you assign me to that, Griff?
Oh, you want to be assigned to it?
Yes, please.
Okay. And we'll throw the video looked really great. Oops. Great. Okay, so you feel good?
Yes.
Oh man, did Chip die on us or what? Think we might have to double up on the music bots.
All right. Thank you, Griff. Thank you, Libby, for the time. I have to go. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Eduardo. Well, Livia, did you want next? Uh-oh. Did my computer die? Oh, good. It was Livia.
Yeah.
Well, does anyone else?
You're still here.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Now we hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I was just I need to open the gate for someone. I'll be right back if someone wants
Okay.
to go in my turn.
Who wants to snag it? If no one does, I can take it. Because all I got to do is close some issues. Although, yeah, so that's closed. Working great. Finalizing ABC front end is actually in progress. That is the last issue we have. Oh yeah, and this is an issue that actually I think we're going to close. So there was this issue about trying to get terms and conditions into the proposals and challenges, and now I think I'm going to close this issue and say to Livia that we need to make and the proposal and
I'm back.
oh great, because I think I mentioned this to you already, but the proposal and challenger terms need to be added into the covenant.
Where does it go? Where does it go?
So there's like One Hive has said that they don't think that they need to add a checkbox for the proposal and challenging terms because people are agreeing to the covenant, and so any terms that we want to add for any legal terms that we want to add for proposals and challenging people needs to be added to the covenant. They're not going to give us a checkbox, you know.
Okay, so we should submit to Tao voting.
we have to finish these first with legal. So
Okay, all right. Okay.
but I'll add it to SoftGov, and I'll assign you, Livia, but it's not on this sprint or maybe not even on the next one. We'll see.
Okay.
I think it would be nice to assign whoever is taking care on legal, and the last step is like give it to Libby.
Yeah, there's already issues for the legal. This is just like a new thing that will, once our work is done, this issue will be on Livia.
Okay.
Plan retirement for Common Swarm and Params working group. I think we'll add that into the sprint backlog this sprint. Actually, you know what? I don't think so. I think maybe we'll do it after East Denver. I think we can close this one. And ABC stats page. This is an interesting one. Maybe we'll pull this out of we'll leave this in product backlog and we'll see where it evolves. In fact, I can make a quick issue. Let's see if Marco reads it. Okay, so there's Common Swarm, and I'm pretty sure Params has got all of its issues done, I hope. Yep. Commons design dashboard. Make forum posts. Wow, look at all these epics. All done. The only issue that we really need to do now is probably and we'll leave it at that. Okay. Who's next?
I know now.
Yay. Oh yeah, I keep doing this wrong. Okay, take it away.
And there's one issue blocked. Maybe you can help me with it because so I updated the TEC for quadratic voting, but for quadratic ring trace voting, we need Pedro, or was it Pedro or Victor that was doing this? I think it was Victor.
It was Pedro.
Oh, it was Pedro?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we need him to update it because he created the code, but he hasn't been answering to me.
Oh man, okay. Well, yeah, I can reach out to Pedro. What do you need him to do exactly?
Just to change from TCH to TEC.
But quadratic voting won't work with TEC anymore.
Yeah, well, we could change all our voting strategy now, or we could like stick with this for a little bit until we find a solution. Like that praise identity, for example, was a possible solution, but then the reward system got so late, everything.
I guess the challenge I'm having here is that like if we made a vote with this, it would just like you would I mean we could do one I guess, but then after that first one, like it's like you're asking people to split up their TEC to 100 accounts and then they get more voting power.
Yeah, no, I know I know that's the risk, but I'm just saying that we would still have, well, like we could have a solution for that instead of changing our whole voting model. Like instead of getting rid of quadratic voting and still having the problem that would be all of this like attacks, we could continue with the quadratic voting and think of a solution for the attacks. That identity solution seemed simple enough.
I think the solution has to come before the dev work, though. It's like the design first, and then we can ask Pedro to do something. But until there's like a direction, I wouldn't ask him to do other work. Like changing it to the TC token isn't actually the solution. He needs to integrate some unknown identity solution first.
Okay, so I guess we just don't use snapshot for a while.
Actually, to change TCH to TC, I think even I can do that.
No, but that's for the quadratic rank choice. It's
Oh.
the strategy that he created.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe we leave that there. And other issues. Update praise. Oh, I'm looking at reward systems too. Hold on. Yeah, I need to update the polycentric gov post with the conviction voting and tau voting params. So that goes to the sprint. Prepare Eat Denver talk. This one change snapshot instance. I had left it open here. But I'll close it. And then Ostrom's matrix is in progress. We reviewed all of them. Now is that second step of just transforming into a post. And
so for the updating snapshot to use TC tokens, are you saying that we just shouldn't use the classic poly are you saying that we should use tau voting for executing on like for instance liquidity multi-sig proposals, or I feel like snapshots
we can still use it. It just feels like a bummer, kind of, that we need to, like, obviously we need to change everything now, but yeah. We can.
I know laser tag really.
Mm-hmm.
laser tag can't really move forward without a snapshot, I would say. Like, I feel like snapshot votes kind of control the laser tag multisig.
No, yeah, I think we will use snapshot for like we'll probably use snapshot a lot. I just feel like we had a whole purpose of using quadratic voting, and that purpose remains the same. It's just that now we have a technical issue for not being able to use quadratic voting because it doesn't make sense. So I'm just saying that instead of moving our voting strategy, it would be great to just work on the solution as soon as possible.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, we should probably have something set up for laser tag, if we want to make a vote on something, then laser tag is there.
Yeah.
In my opinion, any vote that have the Tau voting requirements should be good to go for laser tag. Like with those params, actually we can do whatever with the economy. So I think it's legitimate enough to control laser tag.
I think that that's true. Would you say that we just use DAO voting, even though it's a decision vote that doesn't send money anywhere?
I mean, no. Like just make make the advice process until we find a solution that Tau voting, equals laser tag.
But you're talking about you Griff, you're talking about the proposals that won't move any funds, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, laser tag says they want to, hey, we want to make a decision about, like, or even right now, I just put a proposal on the forum that's like, hey, what should we do with the donations that we have? Option 6 is Griff runs away with the money to Mexico and has a party with Chewy for the Taoists. I'm excited about that one, and I would like to vote for it via ranked choice. I feel like Snapshot is a better solution for voting because it offers so much more diverse voting strategies, and that we should just go to a default snapshot instance that we can still use ranked choice, approval voting, or any of the other cool decision making processes that it enables. Whereas DAO voting is only yes no.
Yeah, totally. I don't think we should use. I think we took a long way to come to this like narrative and culture of voting that cultural proposals don't go to the DAO because it's costly. And I think we should continue with that. I think it would be really bad to change that now. So you're proposing that we just submit another proposal to Snapshot, being like, well, we're using like Snapshot. It's kind of a free. There's no parameters for Snapshot.
It's the most basic of all of them, of the snapshots. It's like sorry, I lost the window, but it's here it is. It's the most basic of strategies. Just use the ERC20 token and let us vote. Like there's no extra strategies that need to be considered.
Yeah, but you just said like, oh, we could use approval voting or any other type of voting. I think it's better to stick with the two types of voting that we have and still with the parameters that we had for Snapshot. The only thing that changes is that is not quadratic anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, where is this issue? Why can't I find it? I swear I just saw it.
I think I closed it, that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, but we still need to do this. I did that. Oh, it's done. So we can make, oh, cool. So TC, is it tcommons.eth snapshot?
Yeah, I just had that open because I changed for the the normal strategy, but the other strategy I needed Pedro, so that's why I was
nice. Nice. Okay, great. That's great. Cool. Nice. Okay, so it still lets you select these though, right?
Yeah, it does. But I think it's good that we don't like go so wild on them because it's so slight the change from one to the other. And if we just use the ones we've been using already, like
Cool.
they have almost all use cases in it.
Cool. Cool. Okay, sorry for that that derailing.
No problem. It's good that we talked about it. And yeah, I think that's it. And then there's just reward systems.
Okay.
Oh, let me see that one from Nate. How should, oh, no, this is, yeah.
Revisit agreements, steward nomination process, source
I think there's
criteria
some
review.
that can be closed, like Santi's issues.
Cool. I thought I just closed that, but okay.
What is
Cool.
that, Edu? Is that something that frameworks for projects proposals? I think this is old too, right?
He's not here, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds old.
It was made in August, so probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so reward system.
Yeah, most of Christopher's issues are in the common stack repo, but we have a few. Oh, did I not put? Oh, there's one: host a session to gather feedback from praise quants. I just signed this to use up because we talked about this week.
Yeah, I'm planning to make a lettuce to the quantifiers. Just what was doing Mitch the last time. I plan to do the same.
Cool, awesome. And the review of praise channel messages is, I think, is still ongoing. Last call, Christopher was waiting to hear an update from someone. I don't remember if Zap or Mitch also left. But I think this is like ongoing and still not finished.
Okay, well, I'll leave it in the product backlog because it sounds like it still needs it's not going to finish the sprint, right? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's been
Cool.
going for a while already, yeah.
Okay.
And I need to update the praise guide post in the forum. And then the source cred the source cred configuration is happening. And I sent a message to VivaV to see what was the status of the meeting tracker bot, but haven't heard back yet. So this is also ongoing, but I don't know if it's going to finish this sprint.
Okay, cool.
And we'll have another trial run, but just internally. Yeah, that's probably it.
Nice. Well, that's a lot to finish this sprint. You'll be done. But there's actually a bunch of new issues here too. Hold QA advice session for the praise upgrade.
Yeah, I look at them and they are like 4 months old issues.
Well, some of these are bots. like Twitter tracker bot. I think that's still an issue, right?
Yeah.
Clean pollen bot from OneHive content. That looks pretty
Yeah.
new.
Yeah, those are all issues.
Create quant review call agenda. Is this
Oh, that's
probably
the
closed
one.
or?
I think we both made an issue without knowing that we both made an issue, but I already did that.
Okay, so this is done.
Mhm.
And set up Discord plugin. Oh, actually, I should tell Mitch. Oops.
Or maybe, wait, let me check. Yeah, maybe let's leave it there. It'll be better for him to close it.
There's this describe how the reward board works in detail. He made a notion. Is this complete? It was the last updated. I'll just ask Mitch if it can be closed too.
We have a post for that, but I think there's some new things or like more details that need to be added to it.
Coolio, well then we'll just move this back to sprint backlog then. Or do you want a product backlog? Product backlog.
Yeah, I can talk to him and see what happened there. In the Discord plugin, I think this is done because we were looking at Discord in the last call. Do you remember, Zep? I think so, right?
I think we said like not Discord, right? Like we said it's praise.
No, it was just for the meeting tracker bot.
Could you repeat the question?
We need the meeting tracker bot will be on Discord, so we need to set up the Discord plugin for SourceCred just because we'll have like something there. We'll not use anything else, but I guess you can also stay there because the meeting tracker bot is not ready yet, so maybe they are dependent on each other.
What I understood is like we use praise for Discord contributions when Durgadas asked for it. Christopher just said like we use praise.
Yeah, no, we won't use anything from Discord on SourceCred. I just think we need the Discord plugin because the meter tracker bot is going to be on Discord, and that will be tracked by SourceCred. That's what I understood.
Okay.
But you know something different?
No, I mean the only thing I know is from what we said yesterday call, but we didn't talk about the plugin. So
yeah, we're not like up likes and thumbs up on Discord don't get you anything.
Yeah.
But there's other meeting tracker integration.
Yeah, but that still needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. Should I tag someone?
Yeah, just tag Mateo or
okay.
I mean, Mateo will receive that because it's his issue.
Okay, cool. We'll just put this in product backlog. And these ones, forum post for first quantification parameters and hold QA advice process.
Yeah, the quantification parameters, I think he's talking about like how much we're gonna send to the reward systems per round. I think that's it, right? Can you go to the top? Yeah, budget allocation, source credit parameters, praise params. Yeah, we need details from each one of these things yet. So
Who should I assign? Is this something that's happening this sprint or?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the budget allocation looks like.
Yeah, we did some estimates, but we didn't decide on anything. And maybe we just need to have an idea of the after this first quant of how everything is looking like.
What about this one? Hold QA advice session for praise upgrade?
Yeah, I didn't understand this issue.
Okay.
I think it's some type of maybe user feedback.
We'll see what happens. Okay, that feels pretty clean then. A lot going on in the reward system. I'm really excited to see what you guys dig up. Do you know if anyone needs any help? Like, does Vi need help? Seems like there's a lot on his plate.
Yeah, maybe he is getting help with YGG, that they're setting this army of bots.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh no. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We lost you, Griff, now, if you're still here.
Hey. We still live?
Welcome back.
Thanks. Sorry, Discord's being really funky today. I think all we have left is comms, right?
Yep.
So when do we change this to team?
I'm not sure because since we have the dwork workspace, I think that this could be like more general approach to comms, and then for like specific issues, I think dwork will be okay. But maybe it would be a good idea to link it with a GitHub repo, which can definitely be done. So I'll look into that with Lonis.
Really, dwork can connect to a GitHub repo?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay. So in the product backlog, we have the first issue, the add the MVV to the website. We are like slowly starting to get there with some of these updates. The part that's going to be in charge of this is the HubSpot team, and Casal is starting to work with that. The thing is that he's like right now doing these things in his like spare time, so we really need that funding proposal up and going so that like in a way we can have like more his commitment. But since these contributions can't really like be compensated at this stage, I'm really pushing to have that ready so that we can have a more serious commitment from Casale and do these kinds of changes and modifications more part of the routine. So we also have comms team DAO support for the proposal inverter. This got me really excited because Mitch approached me with this idea of including communication support for the proposal inverter proposal that we're gonna get ready for this project that is happening with Prime DAO and Block Science. So I'm gonna get a roadmap ready over the weekend and have it ready, I think, on Monday so that we can present it. And we'll be following up on this, but it's one of these like main purposes that we had in Teams to be able to provide comm services to projects like this. We have.
Can I make a question?
Yes.
Would it make sense also for Gravity to be on the proposal inverter? I'm just asking. I have no idea what proposal inverter is doing. But I'm asking.
I think it makes sense for Sem to talk to YGG about proposal inverter and unbreakable vows. If that's what you mean.
Okay. No, I was actually thinking about Gravity as a DAO.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting, but the thing is that I haven't been near the proposal inverter, and we haven't had any communications about this. But yeah, it can be if we plan, it can be in the agenda. I think it would be interesting.
Yeah, I'll check in with Mitch and make this proposal to see if we can fit it somewhere. But yeah, I mean, definitely it would be one of the main contributions by the TEC if we can fit this in somehow.
I'll be honest, I don't think that they want more scope. They're looking to get less. So I wouldn't get your hopes up.
We have issue 1151, the TEC Spotlight on One Hype TV. That one is almost ready. I think there were like some last fixes to the final cut. But from what I already saw, it's looking great. And I'm really looking forward to have this supporting material to start spreading. And which was the issue that you just made, Griff?
Distribute the One Hive video?
Yes.
It?
Yeah. Do you have the issue number?
It's 12:18.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's in the sprint backlog now. Perfect. Okay, setting up the work. Still working on that since we're gonna have to change, I think, two of the multi-sigs, just to have more fit and appropriate settings. We have the DAO dashboard token listing. I don't know if anyone has had the chance to check them out, but they have a really nice interface, like a new dashboard. And I've been in touch with them with Gavi so that they can list gardens for a while now. But they were in the last steps. They were just fixing some Aragon Connect issue. But yeah, and they already have our most updated information on the TEC token. Positive blockchain. I just need to confirm this, but Manu wanted to take this on because he was in direct contact with Ronald for other stuff. So yeah, hopefully we can cross these.
Is DAO dashboard, our DAO dashboard or DWork, are those actually in this sprint, or are they just kind of on the side? Hope in the product backlog.
I would keep them in the product backlog just because most of this stuff isn't really in our hands. But hopefully it can be solved out for this sprint.
Great.
And then on issue 1191. About Mirror, we are already considering this for the international blog. So the idea is to have this mirror where we're going to be posting the translations, and then we're going to make edits to the original article so that we can take people to the mirror with if they're looking for the article in other languages. So this is going to be our first approach and see how it works for us. But would anybody block this for some reason, or maybe I mean, since it, just so that to make sure that there's no conflict on this for some reason. Okay. Okay. What else do I have in the product backlog?
Orientation video.
Yes. Yeah. The animated tutorial is I'll also keep it in the product backlog just because we're just starting pre-production, so I don't think it'll be ready for this sprint. But I think the GitHub, the Gitbook updates is something also relevant. I already have access to the to modifying it, but I would really like to plan ahead and take some days off to really deep dive in the Gitbook updates. But however, I'm waiting until we set the proposal in place to jump into this and be able to delegate also some of the stuff with the teams.
Cool.
And just stuff that I already had in the sprint backlog is the funding proposal is pretty much blocking everything else right now. So I'll post a link to the forum as soon as I can share that with everybody. And I think that's it for comps.
Nice. Yep, no new issues. Cool. That's great. There's a couple issues by Nate. I don't know, there's a Twitter Spaces interview and a retrospective action, 3 forum posts that could become blog posts. Do you know any updates on those two, or?
I actually closed an issue, but it was about the quantifier forum post. But yeah, I actually forgot that we needed to turn that into a medium. So let me bring this issue back from the dev.
Cool. Okay, well, let's see. Hey, Ratio. You came in just to the end. And Craig, good to see you, Craig. Chewy, you're content, right? You feel good with this one? I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot going on this sprint. So
Yeah, I'm good.
nice. Well, then that's our show. We're half an hour early. Thanks for hanging out. Always good to see you, Craig. I can't wait to see you in East Denver, man. And Livia, Chewy. We're gonna have a good crew.